Hello everyone, my name is Armin. Welcome to my gaming channel. We're gonna continue our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity. So, we've managed to cross a lot through the Ukrainian Scar Lake. We're almost at Ionni Brathr fragment. We still have to get through here. And I believe that there is a larger amount of Eyeless there, a few at least, so this might prove quite tough. We could actually use some healing on the Colossi, but I believe we won't have that much of an opportunity, especially if I want to fight them now. So let's go on with that. They're a little weaker against slash weapons than they are against blunts. Perhaps I'm gonna switch this up and then let's do it like this. I need to be careful, so I'm gonna send both of them in there this time. Okay. Okay, let's go all out on the abilities. Okay, let's go in there. Let's drop a watchful guardian this time.
Need something?
And while here, let's try to knock them prone. Need to sap there. There we go. Now one blind. Okay. Let's use a Venom Strike. Now let's blind them there. Okay, I'm gonna use a symbol of or maybe not. This won't work as well, but we can use the minor avatar for a little boost. Now we also have that cannon blast somewhere. There it is. So let's drop it there. Okay. Let's use a wizard's double here. Okay, now. This won't work. Could call the primordials. Let's call them in. Okay, there we go. Another one down. Let's go there now. Okay, let's paralyze them. Okay, one sap. Okay, not there, but here. There we go. Managed to wreck them thanks to that hammer.
I shall.
Okay. So we're at the entrance. I need to take a rest because he's quite weakened. Okay, yes. Now let's get in there. And let's see what we have to deal with. And let's deal with it.
Of course.
What will this be? This can only be Andra's hair.
You have done well to have come so far. I confess I was not certain you would make it, but I do not wish to give false hope. The greater challenge remains in front of you.
Is it a drinking contest?
If only it was something that could be so simple. Running through the core of this rock is a large growth of crystal. You will know it when you see it. A blow to the crystal would reverberate through the walls of this place. Strike it enough and the entire structure would crumble. The Eyeless would be buried. Of course, it would take a person years to cause enough damage.
But not with the help of the Eyeless.
Then you know what must be done. Strike the crystal with Obidon's hammer. The Eyeless will wake and come to its call. Join in striking the crystal. They will cluster together and bury themselves. I have realized it is best that they should be ended, for within each of them is a small piece of Obidon himself. Upon their deaths, those fragments and the memories they contain will be safely dispersed.
Okay.
I had not considered the dangers of allowing them to persist, until a watcher appeared at my abbey.
Hey, who says the gods are rigid ideologues?
The ideals remain, only my methods have changed. A single strike upon the crystal will not be enough. The Eyeless respond only as long as the hammer rings. You will need to remain until their work is complete, wielding the hammer until the walls come crumbling down.
You might have mentioned that sooner!
What has to be done has not changed. That you are so close makes it more likely you will accept it. The Eyeless cannot be reasoned with or fled from. One day not far from now, they would kill you and level the Deerwood. You have seen what they will do. This is the way you can stop them. And the truth is that you are marked by the Eyeless for a reason. It would be better for all if the things you have seen were forgotten.
Ain't that convenient?
Yeah.
A clean slate for us and the world. Maybe that's not such a bad thing.
Okay. There we go. So we need to move on. Let's go. We got another Eyeless hammer coming in.
Crave the feel.
Let's get it. Okay.
That ain't gonna work.
Let's get a little bit closer there. Let's knock him down, or at least let's try.
Yeah?
Okay, one paralysis. There we go.
Yes?
Crave the feel.
And Black Lightning dead, then you're dead. That's how it works. Okay, let's scout ahead. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's use the shadow in Beyond.
Not working!
sap, 1 blind, 1 withering. Okay, black lightning hit. Once he got quite banged up there.
Tell me. Gotta try. I'd be glad to.
Okay, let's get a blessing in. One paralysis. Okay, there we go. I wanna hit both of those. There we go. Okay, let's get a blessing in as well. Okay. Now let's jump over there.
Yes? Forth to battle! Charge!
There we go. Okay. Let's continue on. What do we have here? Something shimmering in the depths of the frigid murky water, huh? Let's send in Colossi. Let's swim as fast as possible. Okay. Okay, so we got some Lagofets. Let's switch the weapon out. Now let's see, they got a Broodmother with them. Focus there. Let's get the defensive boost over there.
As one!
Okay, let's drop a Devotion of the Faithful. Okay, the Broodmother's down. Now this Lagofet here. There we go. That wrecked them. Let's pick up all the stuff. Let's continue on. Okay, another Eyeless, Stone Piercer. Okay, let's get in there. Let's get an instant sap in there. Okay. Now we're aiming for a crit.
Don't even slow it down! That didn't work! Need to try something else!
One paralysis. Wrong weapon, actually. Got the wrong weapon equipped. to use Abaddon's hammer. There we go.
I'm here.
And now. There's that crystal.
What are you waiting for, Watcher? Some god to save you?
Really? Okay. Let's scroll down. And there's the source of all the tentacles.
Those tentacles.
Okay. We're in the middle of it. Let's get some healing up. Let's switch our weapons to melee. Now they can be frightened, so let's use the barbaric yell. Let's switch our weapon as well. Now let's use Relentless Storm. That's better. And one infestation of maggots. Or maybe not. No, it's not worth it. Try this out.
What?
Okay, my hand got paralyzed. Tentacles are switching positions. Okay, let's use Dancing Bolt. This was Instill Doubt. Now let's drop the Whirlwind. Yeah, tentacle's almost done. Okay, that one's out. Very good. So now let's take care of the other one. Okay. Let's use Shadowing Beyond again.
Okay.
Okay, that one's done. That's what. Two left. Okay, let's. Maybe not yet. Gotta wait a moment. Okay, let's switch the weapon. There we go, the tentacles are down.
Of course.
So now the main body is what's left. Big, bad, ugly Kraken.
I'm here.
Charm, Confuse, Dominated. The other effects are working, so let's keep that in mind. Let's get some healing in. Let's drop in a dragon. Turning storm. Okay, now use the symbol of Mogren. It's quite a short range ability, but it's more than enough to hit that one. Okay. Now, come on. Surely not here. Okay, there we can. So let's do it there. Okay, let's burn it. Let's try to knock it prone again. Let's use the minor avatar. Let's try to paralyze. One crown of the faithful. One blizzard. Okay, the Eyeless are coming. I'll send Maneha against them. Let's use the ring of the ancient forge. The Kraken's almost there. There it goes. Now that's the last one. Let's use some healing.
Need to try something else.
Right here.
Let's get a shadow in there.
That's on me.
I'll chew the gristle off your skull.
There we go. So that's dealt with. The Labor Blade gained a level up and got reduced effectiveness.
I shall.
Okay, now the crystal. Can either draw lots. Yeah, let's draw lots and see. There's Endurance Palm.
Do not take this for your absolution. Your soul will be put to the fire yet, even if I am not there to see it. Let this be a lesson by example.
Now, here's this. You give the diving helmet to Duras just in case. And that's the same diving helmet we've found near the roots of that tree in Whitestone Hollow. need to move out. Okay, now the Eyeless are advancing. You could try casting Repulsing Seal, but that's an ability that Durance has, so that won't work. So you have to dodge past the Eyeless. Okay, now we need to break through here. Let's use Twin Stones. Okay, water level is rising. Let's go for a mole or disable passage. Now, who will go? Me, Calcimeneha, Devil, or Hravius? Let's send Hravius out. Decorate in the sound of Durance breathing is muffled. It's a muffled roar. So that's one way we can assure that the character that uses the hammer survives. The other way, there is also another way to get that done. Although I'm not gonna talk about it here. Fragment of Ionni Brathr rises unbroken.
We shatter and sink, discarded like worn tools. Why have you consigned us to oblivion?
Are you serious?
We do not cherish violence, but we will fight to defend the legacies of this world. In one hand, a hammer. In the other, a mace. We protect the greatest works of civilization, lest it collapse beneath its own weight.
Then why did you storm Jurgen's battery 200 years ago?
We would sooner sacrifice our own bodies than dislodge a single stone from such a place. Why do you torment us with baseless accusations?
Tell that to the Pagrunan you killed.
Then we were betrayed.
Yes, you were transformed against your will.
And we were made to betray something we cherish.
What was that?
The bedrock of civilization.
Those are in Griffin.
Each culture builds on the bones of the last. Yet many only look up at where they would go, never down at the foundations that bear them. Like a mason who builds a listing tower. What peril do they inflict on their progeny? And what dishonor on their forebears?
You think it's unwise to forget the past.
It is unwise to douse a lamp in darkness, to cut the legs from a table. This forgetting is suicide, heresy.
Well, I must give them that right.
Every advance in the crafts and institutions of Kith was forged by skill and sacrifice. A people cut off from their history will wither,
they deserve no less.
Well, I do agree with that.
That is why we must return to ourself and restore Abidan.
You speak as if history were a guide, yet it doesn't always provide a good example.
Then do not look to it for one. History is not a moral force, but a set of facts. These facts show Kith where they have come from, and how to move forward.
The Pagrunan were obsessed with the past. They died in a keep they built to honor it.
And their brethren have built a culture that stretches across Eora, all because they recognize the importance of their shared legacy.
Yet the Pagrunan of Durgan's battery might have felt more if they would surrender this obsession with legacy and moved east.
To what exactly? A war with the peoples there? A deadly blight or crippling disease? The future you would have given them is uncertain, yet it would have bequeathed Kith nothing so great as Durgan's steel.
The Derwoodans and Glomfadans have fought 2 wars over their history, and they still haven't moved forward.
But the memory of those wars has likely saved them from another now, when it would shatter a barren Deerwood.
That's not saying much. But if the 2 nations could form a stronger accord.
And how are such ties forged but through years of peace? You speak of a worthy goal, but only a steadily built history can achieve it.
Stalwart and the Iron Flayer remain at odds even in the face of a bigger threat, all because of their history.
The problem is not that they remember too much of their history, but rather too little. Serans and Derwoodans alike began as pioneers from Adir. They all came seeking opportunity. Were they to look farther back, they would see their common origins and desires.
But the experience of history is subjective. The people remember what feels immediate and personal, just as you remember your own betrayal.
A painful truth. Maybe so. But we would not cast history aside over one such example.
The Del's history has only perpetuated a cycle of bloodshed.
And how many others suffer adversity and rise above it? Perhaps the problem you speak of lies not in our history, but in her.
Hey, I'm standing right here.
We talk about history in the abstract, but it's personal. The loss of one's history, home, family, community is traumatic and transformative.
To be sundered in this manner is to change, violently. And simply knowing what was lost does not restore it. We understand something of this. We admit that history can become a hindrance. Even so, we must restore Abidan.
Very well. Return to your cell and be the god of preservation once more.
We shall see this world and its people restored.
The Eyeless disappeared beneath the lake, their bond to Andra finally severed. With this threat ended, hope returned to the White March. Hunters returned to the wildernesses, and travelers to the roads. Tales of the Watcher's bravery replaced stories of monsters in the woods. The villagers of Stalwart busied their hands with work and their tongues with song, eager to seize on the promise of peace.
Okay, so we managed to finish the White Marsh. So now the Abaddon's hammer has been upgraded. Now it's a mythical weapon, plus 18 accuracy, plus 65% damage. Grants still Abaddon's power on critical hit, which can cause prawn. Bringing up the Asian Forge, Abaddon's labor, plus Echo of the Maker, which causes vessels to get frightened. So that's a very powerful piece of equipment there. So we managed to finish this. The White March is completed, and time to wrap up this episode. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, and comment my videos. Let me know how you feel about them. And I hope I'll see you guys at the next episode. See you around.